Welcome guys, I am back to talk about my NFL Week 18 recap. Um, we are end of the regular 2023 NFL season. We start off with the Saturday night games. It was the Steelers versus the Ravens. Ravens um, already got themselves a playoff place, got themselves that number one seed in the playoffs. The Steelers had to get the job done if they want to get a playoff chance. 17-10. Good win for the Steelers, and again, Mike Mike Tomlin finishes 18 years of not having a losing record in the regular season. Then we had the Texans versus the Colts. Colts versus Texans, 23-19. Texans get the job done. They're now 10-7, and the Texans are in the playoffs now. First time that they've been in the playoffs since 2019. I know they've had a lot of bad GMs, bad head coaches, a lot of bad quarterbacks, but again, what a year for the Texans. Like this time last year, they was one of the first picks for the draft, and now a year later, they're a playoff team. They're 10-7 with a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. Like if you told me that beginning of this season that we're gonna have a DeMeco Ryans gonna get his first head coaching job, DeMeco Ryans goes into his first head coaching job with a rookie quarterback in CJ Strauss, not only do they get a playoff place, but the way that he's got them playing football and how he's got this team as a unit together. Also, great additions in the defensive side of the ball with Will Anderson Jr. Just having great stuff like that. But ultimately, this team has done some good things, and now they're a playoff team for the first time in 5 years. Pretty impressive, and I'm really interested to see what happens in year two with CJ Strauss. He had this season he's had 4,000 yards passing, so he's had a pretty good first rookie year. And you really look at the quarterbacks, like you have, Bryce Young, 5'11", hasn't worked out. Will Levis, I know he was only starting in week 6, which was stupid. Or starting week 6, but when he's been playing, he's shown that he could be the guy in Tennessee. Anthony Richardson, before he got injured, again, you guys know on the channel, I was raving about him for a number of months, saying that he's going to be the guy that's going to be the quarterback. I know he's had a couple of injuries, but he had a really good start to the NFL, and I'm hoping that next year they protect Anthony Richardson and they get him some people in the trenches. But we'll talk about that in the recap and whatever. But we had the Bucs versus the Panthers. It was 9-0, and the Bucs got the win. The Panthers are now 2-15. And the Bucs are now a playoff team now, so good for them. We had the Jags versus the Titans, 20-28, and when Will Levis was injured in this game, like I said, he's had a pretty decent first year. So Ryan Tannehill was coming in as quarterback. Trevor Lawrence had 29 of 43 throws, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Derrick Henry could be his last game as a Tennessee Titan. He had 19 carries, and he had a couple of touchdowns in the game. Then we had the Browns versus the Bengals, and the Bengals got the job done 14-31. The Bengals, missed the playoffs this year. The big thing was Joe Burrow, and really him being injured all year really affected them, but they got the job done here, the Bengals. It doesn't matter for the Browns though, because the Browns are they got that 5th seed in the playoff. They're a playoff team. Are they going to go far in the playoffs? Highly doubt it. But again, they're a 12-5 team. They got a 5th seed, but I don't think that they ain't gonna go past the wild card round. The Falcons versus the Saints. The Falcons beat the Saints in a division game 17. The Saints beat the Falcons 17-48, and Arthur Smith is fired. They fired his ass at last. I don't know what the hell took you so long, because Arthur Smith, he isn't going to get you to be a championship level team. You look what he's done the last 3 years in Atlanta. again, Desmond Ridder's your quarterback. Yeah, you failed another fucking quarterback. It's not the best. Ridder had 22 out of 30 throws in this game, 291 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. It wasn't the best of games. Arthur Smith should have been fired. I'm glad he has been fired because, again, he isn't going to take this team to be Super Bowl contenders. Again, and the best decision was to fire Arthur Smith. Then we had the Vikings versus my Detroit Lions, 20-30. The Lions get the job done on our last home game of the regular season. We are facing the Rams in the wild card round. The stats, we had Jared Goff, who had 23 out of 32 throws, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then we had the Jets versus the Patriots. Is this Bill Belichick's? We had the Jets versus the Patriots, the snowy New England, as kind of a farewell, I guess. I've heard reports that Belichick's going to meet with the owner of the Patriots this week. Who knows if he's going to stay? I'm hoping that he just retired. But 17-3, possibly that was Bill Belichick's last game. Then we have Bears football. The Bears couldn't fucking do one thing and not put the Cheeseheads in the playoff position, which ultimately they are. The Packers are in the playoffs, 17-9. Again, I've heard that Eberflus is going to stay as a head coach for another year, and Justin Fields, apparently, if you hear reports online, they want to keep Fields for another year. Another year of Justin Fields? Another year of him running the fucking ball? Luke Getsy fucking doing this 1930s offense? Come on! The Bears need Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams should be the QB they should be going for. Marvin Jones, I've heard, what the fuck, Marvin Jones, you want to go for a 26-year-old Marvin Jones? 26-year-old Marvin Jones? Really? No, go for Caleb Williams. He's the fucking guy you need. Caleb Williams, or go for J.J. McCarthy. One of those guys has to be in Chicago. Then we had the Cowboys versus the Commanders. Ron Rivera is fired. It was 37-10. Cowboys get the job done. Ron Rivera is fired. I don't know why it took them all. Why they waited till the end of the season to fire him. They should have fired at the beginning of the season. If you want to have a new ownership, go for a new head coach as well. Why did you wait a whole season with a 60-year-old Ron Rivera? Doesn't make any sense. Seattle versus the Cardinals, and Seattle won 21-20. Chiefs versus the Chargers, 13-12. Then we had the Rams versus the 49ers, 21-20. Carson Wentz versus Sam Darnold. Yay! But the Rams get the job done. I don't see the 49ers. Again, I don't see them winning the Super Bowl this year. It's just, again, they don't have a quarterback. You need a franchise quarterback. Brock Purdy's not the guy. Sam Darnold sure as hell isn't the guy. Again, you have all these great offensive talent like Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, McCaffrey, but you just don't have that one piece, that one quarterback that can get you over the line and get you a Lombardi trophy. Imagine passing on Patrick Mahomes a number of years ago. But whatever. Broncos versus Raiders. Raiders looks like they got the shit together. They're an 8-9 team, 27-14. We have the Eagles versus the Saints, 10-27. 10-27 for the Giants. Bills versus Dolphins, 21-14. Josh Allen threw for 30 out of 38 yards. 30 out of 38 throws, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Tua had 17 out of 27 throws, 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And that is the NFL regular season done for 2023. I will be back in a couple of days giving you my preview on the wild card playoff games. And yeah.